People from the settlement are trapped in several of the rooms. To make things worse, fire has broken out. Extinguish the flames and save the people. Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Replay Megaman 04. In the last part we beat our fourth Einharjar warrior, and now we're in the middle stages. Which is immediately starting off an attack on the settlement, which is obviously not good. Also, hi, I think that's probably a part of the Eurasia colony there in the background. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you right here. In this stage is an enemy known as a moloid. You'll see them later on. There's these weird bipedal round robots. They're pretty much the same things from Trestista's Calvarian. Let me restart the name. Trestista Calvarian stage from 03. The little round guys you fought in the elevator. Also, the song here is yet again a remix of Esperanto, the second intro stage theme. Love it, by the way, still. Though it's not the melody of it I would recommend looking out for. That is much later on in the game. A lot of opportunities to refill your sub-tanks here, too. That's the moloid right there. You're going to want one of their parts for something I'm going to get. Their attack ability isn't that good, though. Though it allows you to one-hit kill variants. To think you would be the one to save me. Well, sorry! God, it's like they don't know gratitude. Anyway, the mission score, I think, is entirely dependent on one thing you do in this stage, and that's whether or not you put out all the fires. Because as you just saw there is water in this stage. Though that's not the main source of those little tanks there. The main source is actually these little water guns like this one. Pick it up with your zero knuckle and put out the fire. Get 8 presses with it, but thankfully they do cover a decent range. Well, actually, no, your mission score isn't dictated by how many of the settlement people you save. You have to save them all. Also, if I looked kind of scatterbrained at some points in this mission, well, first up, I should have known humans would stand a chance. If I look kind of scatterbrained at certain points in this mission, it's because I wasn't expecting to do 2 missions in a row. Because for the most part, I handle the Zero series as 1 mission at a time. So I'm to do 2 missions in a row like this because this was the same session as the Coca Petri stage. This doesn't mean I like you, you know. Because it was the same session as the Coca Petri stage, I was kind of scatterbrained because I was like, oh right, I have to do 2 stages in a row. I forget, how did I handle this in my original Let's Play? Huh. I don't want to know, honestly. Love the music, though. I think at this point, if you didn't talk to certain people in the settlement, you would miss out on certain recipes. But the parts are still there, so you can still make them, thankfully. I never asked you for your help. God, I know they hate rebels and all, but that doesn't mean they shouldn't be gracious. Good lord, what dicks. I suppose that is the whole thing about, freaking... what's the word? See, it's a word I don't use often, so I never actually use it. Huh. Odd. Thank you for saving us, mister. Zero, is everyone at the settlement alright? Yes, everyone's okay. But I can't find Neige. I wonder if she's hiding somewhere. I'll check around. Alright, but be careful. By the way, I got the moloid ports, and now we're gonna head over here and find Craft. She wasn't here either. Craft! Ah, Zero. I see. You were protecting Area 0 because of the settlement. You were a Neo-Arcadian Reploid. You used to fight for humanity. How could you fight for Dr. Vile and attack the settlement? Lord Vile has all the world's energy in his grasp. Humans and Reploids have no choice but to live under him. There are fools who don't understand that and fight us even though they have no chance of victory. As long as you and the humans continue to fight, there'll be casualties. Craft! First off, I absolutely love his battle theme. It's known as Powerfield. Great track, really energy-filled. Is a surprisingly agile and, at times, dangerous fight. He has a lot of attacks that are surprisingly projectile-based. Though honestly, I think his most dangerous attack is one where he uses that little thing on his back as a knife. He'll stab you with it, which will do a bit of damage, but then he'll fire the knife out, which will do even more damage. Right there, actually. He also has a gigantic laser attack, like so, which you obviously need to watch out for. Watch yourself, because this boss fight can be very dangerous. Honestly, though, if you know what you're doing, not too hard. Hey! So this is the power of the legendary Reploid. I should have known. What's holding you back, Kraft? What are you talking about? You're not going all out. It's almost like you wanted to lose. There must be something else behind your attack on the settlement. There's nothing else. Now, just as then, I'm fighting for humanity. Area Zero in this settlement must be sacrificed for the greater good. Humans must learn the folly of defying Lord Vile. Stop it! Neige. Greater good? What are you doing to help humanity? How can you talk about the greater good after seeing what you've done to harm nature and this settlement? It took a long time for nature to return to its former glory, and for humans living there to find peace. You're trampling humanity underfoot, not helping it. It doesn't matter how hard you try to justify your actions, you're both just fighting the same stupid war. Neige. I should have known you were here. Kraft, why do you follow Vile? When I first met you, you were a proud warrior. You said you'd bring peace to the world and protect humans. You promised me. Yes, I remember. And I'm keeping my promise by doing this. No! He escaped. Command Zero! I'm reading the Reploid signals are growing fainter. You did it! Ciel, Kraft's got Neige. Can you track his signal? What? I'll get right on it. So she was friends with one of those Neo-Arcadian Reploids. She pretended to be helping us this whole time! And you're the Resistance Reploid Zero. Some legend. And that other one kept talking about helping humanity. But look at what he did to our settlement. Are you gonna go help Neige? That woman. She's with the Reploids. I'm not gonna stick my neck out for her. I can't believe you. You're just going to abandon her? She put her life on the line to stop the fight and save you and your settlement. What of it? If we save her, we might get attacked again. Look at you all cowering in fear. You're no different than the humans in Neo-Arcadia. How dare you? If you're going to be like that, why even put your lives at stake to leave Neo-Arcadia in the first place? Well... Zero? I found Neige. Get back here ASAP. I'll be right there. Please, save Neige. Gotta say, absolutely love that dialogue segment. So well written. For Game Boy Advance, at least. Welcome back, Zero. I know where Neige was taken. There's an enemy base west of our current position. Neige and Kraft should be there. We're ready for transfer when you are. And they give you a chance to do some basic stuff. You can only do the mission, though. And I'm gonna head to the lab really quick and make my first, second chip, actually. We're gonna want a Moloid, a Lamplort X, a Telebomb, and a Ceratanium, rather, to make the rolling chip. This does the basic thing that that X4, 5, 6, and 0s 1, 2, 3 had, where you have the rolling attacks. So I absolutely love this. It's between this and the strongest body chip for me, honestly. Anyway, you actually only have the choice of the mid mission here, which is kind of odd. This is the point where Kraft disappeared after taking Nage. This is probably the forward base for Ragnarok operations. So Nage is here. Hey Zero, are we doing the right thing? You mean the people in the settlements? Yeah, even if we help Nage, what good will it do if the people don't open their hearts? I've been thinking ever since I heard about how much the humans hate the Reploids. I wonder if we can make this world a better place. An outside line. It's coming from the settlement. Huh? Patching it through. Come in, Zero. We can't do anything to save Nage. We humans aren't as strong as you Reploids, but you were right. If we abandon Nage, this whole settlement means nothing. From the moment we all decided to live free of Vile's rule, Nage has helped us too many times to count. We don't have the right to ask you this, but please save Nage for us. If you really aren't like Vile and the others, please lend us your strength. Zero! I will save Nage. Thank you, and good luck. Zero, we're ready when you are. Zero, be careful out there. Operator, transfer me. Alright, ready for transfer. Transfer! Zero, make sure you come back in one piece. Yeah, Mom. Keep going and you'll eventually reach a duct leading inside. It's dangerous, but it leads to Nage's location. First off, absolutely love that background of the moon there. Really cool looking. And also, fun fact, if you actually, after you beat the stage here, decide to revisit it from the stage select menu, you'll actually only replay the first half of the stage, which is kind of odd. Anyway, the first half of the stage here is pretty simple in terms of its gimmick. It has these fans in the ducts, which will either blow you away or suck you towards them, depending on your relative location to them. If you're behind them, it'll suck you towards them. If you're in front of them, it'll blow you away. Not a very hard segment, in fact. It's honestly kind of pointless in the long run, but it leads us to the boss of the stage, who is actually oddly in the middle of the stage. Either way, I really like this next boss, actually. Meet Hell the Giant, shortened to The Giant in the English version, because censorship. Who, for some reason, seems to know Zero. If you actually pay attention to the things he actually says Zero's name in there. He's actually a pretty simple boss, but that's why I like him. He's nice and fun. He uses his two little mace-like hands to do various swing attacks. You can bring them together in the middle for a kind of pincer attack. You can slam them on the ground for a generic shockwave. And he has various attacks where he just swings them individually, bringing down platforms. Not a very hard boss, but I love his design. That's really cool looking. Though his head looks really set into his torso for some reason. Not too hard, but really fun. Only his face is exploding. Ouch. Anyway, let's see what's beyond here. My second favorite song in the game! Zero, what are you doing here? I'm here to rescue you. The people back at the settlement sent me. Thanks, but I still want to talk to Kraft. Is he a friend of yours? Kraft saved me from Mavericks when I was just starting out as a reporter. I was amazed at how he fought to protect the humans. It's kind of strange, a human falling for a Reploid. Then I fell in love too. Nage fought her hardest to expose the truth to people. Kraft! Nage, you haven't changed a bit. Once you set your mind to something, you see it through to the end. You've changed. You think you're fighting for humanity, but you're just a pawn being played by Vile. You understand nothing. Vile will destroy everything outside of Neo Arcadia with Ragnarok. That includes you. That's why I helped him, so I could find you. To protect you. Not just you, but all humans and Reploids.
We have to maintain what little energy we have to survive, even if that means a life under Vile's control.
So that's why you blindly follow Vile? Stealing freedom and destroying nature just for survival? Is it the justice you fought for?
You humans dare talk about justice! 100 years ago, you drove me from Neo Arcadia. You've disposed of Maverick Reploids like garbage. Humans complaining about justice? Don't make me laugh.
Oh, hey, this asshole again. How you been?
You!
Dr. Vile!
You've been keeping busy, Zero. There are only 4 soldiers left now. But no matter, you still can't stop Ragnarok. Not a chance. A question for the lady. Will you stay and die in Area Zero for your freedom? Or will you follow Kraft's example and follow me? I really don't care one way or the other.
Vile.
That's the face of rage, suffering, and humiliation. It's my greatest pleasure. A pleasure only a ruler can fully appreciate.
Don't you get it? Justice has long abandoned this world. Only life and death matters now. Neige, I don't want you to become one of the dead.
Zero, can you really kill me? A human? Do you want to become a maverick in front of her?
Zero, close your eyes when I give the signal.
So what will you do, Zero, girl?
If the only other choice is a living death under you, then I'd rather choose to laugh death in the face. And face it with dignity. Zero, now!
Ah, my eyes! What? A trick?
Ah, I can't see! You'll pay for that! The little scoundrels escaped! No matter. Kraft, continue with Ragnarok. And find those two. We'll show them the error of their ways.
Laughing death in the face and facing it with dignity is better than a living death. Neige, Are you okay?
That was nothing for a hardened journalist. Do you like the little trick I keep handy?
We can't stay here. It's dangerous. Ciel, come in. Get us out of here.
Zero, I'm glad to see you're okay. Neige is with you? I'll bring Neige back first.
I'm counting on you.
Thanks, Zero.
I only did what the people at the settlement asked. If you're going to thank anyone, thank them.
I will then. Kraft, I'm sorry. Neige is back. Now it's your turn, Zero. Prison area escape detected. Repeat, escape detected. Upgrading to security level 3. Zero? What's happening? I can't... Coordinates... Zero! Respond!
The signal's being jammed. I have to get out on my own now.
And we have an escape sequence which thankfully isn't timed. Though it is still deceptively dangerous. First off, they throw a decent amount of enemies at you, though most of them are the variant fires that we're seeing here. Which, by the way, I'm very late in mentioning that, but yeah, the Pantheons are no longer in the Zero series. It's the variant is the replacement. Which, mind you, they're basically the exact same thing. It's just that one's blue and the other's purple. What a difference. Though, admittedly, the design of the variants would later inspire their equivalent in the ZX series. Anyway, the weird thing about this part of the stage, which you can't revisit after the stage select, by the way, is that it's filled with traps, which you need to press on switches or bring down little levers to activate. And most of them are spiked-based, but I need to warn you that they do, in fact, hurt a decent chunk, so try not to get hit by them. Very tense music here, though. Love it. And the rest of the stage is pretty simple. It's pretty much just a downhill journey, though eventually giant steel balls start trying to fall on your face, which, they hurt, so don't let that happen. Though admittedly, if you get behind them, they're your best friends. Thank you, giant metal ball. I love you. You've served me well. Zero, come in!
I'm free of the jamming. Bring me back.
Understood. Retrieving Zero. Not a very bad mid-stage at all. Transferring in to 1. Welcome back. Transfer complete. It's good to see you back.
Where's Neige?
She went back to the settlement to tell everyone thanks.
I see.
Do you think we really helped the humans?
I do. But we're not out of it yet. There's still work to do.
Right, let's put a stop to Vile's evil plan. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 6, we'll be heading back to our general Fight the 8 Bosses formula. See you guys then.